PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code CAJUN, all caps, CAJUN, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with PWCC Weekly Auction Recap, auction number 110. Some of you guys may notice I am starting to change colors. This is what really pasty white people do when the spring sun and the summer starts to arrive. We change colors. The people with really like pale skin like me. I got a chance to watch my son. His name is Jordan. Some of you may know. Played 4 soccer games this weekend. He did put up 7 goals in those 4 games, so I was happy about that. Getting his numbers, just like the real Jordan, of course. But I got to sit in one spot and let the sun permeate my body, so I am probably the color of this homage t-shirt right now, and it's only going to get worse. So if my appearance alarms you, trust me, as these videos go on, by PWCC Weekly 117, I will literally be the color of this shirt. Yes, I wear sunscreen, but it just doesn't help when you have the complexion that I have. So let's get cranking. Some interesting stuff tonight. We're not going to look at all Jordan stuff. I'm only doing the top 48, and I've pulled up maybe the top 12, something like that. So let's get you over on screen share. I have got a lot of great stuff that I need to record today. I got to go down to the New Orleans card show this weekend, so I've got a video to make about that. I got a video about a PSA grade reveal that came in. I got a video about a really interesting card that I picked up. I've got all kinds of ideas and things jotted down, and I've got tons of time today. I'm going to pump out 4 or 5 videos today and, of course, schedule them throughout the next couple of weeks in between the cross-country collection episodes. One thing I am terrible about, let me get you back to big screen, that I am absolutely terrible about, and I'm sorry for the long delay here. We're about to get cranking. Please, please, if you want to sell cards on the PWCC Weekly or Premier Auction, please consider using the promo code CAJUN, all caps, CAJUN. It is a way that you can support the Cajun Cardboard channel with no money out of pocket. You don't have to click a donation link. You don't have to pay a subscription fee. I do not have a Patreon. You will not see YouTube videos in the middle of my videos. YouTube, things where we're selling prescription medication, which nobody should be taking in the first place. You're not going to get any of that crap in my videos. The way that you can support my channel is to buy on PWCC these weekly auctions, buy on these weekly auctions using my QR code or the affiliate link that's in my YouTube description, or you could sell cards on the PWCC Weekly Auction. It's a great way to kind of recirculate your collection and keep on trucking and move forward. And I got great results in weekly auction number 109 with 199 Jordan cards that gave me some spending cash to buy a card that you're about to see that I picked up in this weekly auction number 110 the very next week. So the promo code is CAJUN, C-A-J-U-N. Anytime you open a submission and send cards in, you'll get a chance to put that promo code in. Even if you're just storing the cards in your vault, use the promo code because it makes me look good with them, and it's one way that you can sort of tacitly support my channel. So appreciate that. Let's get going. The first card we're going to see is this 1984 Star Jordan PSA 6 2880. I wonder what that was before it was crossed over, which it likely was crossed over. Probably a BGS 8.5. That's my guess. Let me know in the comments. Any of you guys out there watching, have you guys crossed BGS to PSA? I used to do that often with 97 precious metal gems, and the usual conversion rate was 1.5 to 2. If you had a BGS 9, it would be a PSA 7. If you had a BGS 8.5, it'd be a PSA 6.5, or maybe a 6, maybe a 7 if you're really lucky. Let me know if any of you guys ever cross over the Star cards now that PSA is grading those, because I'm curious. The Ultra Stars Gold, I want to look this up. It's a really big card. 1 in 28 pack odds, 28,800 pack odds. These Ultra Stars Gold embossed are just badass, beautiful cards, especially in a 9.5 label. That makes this card a pop 3, by the way. It sold last night for $3,000 on the nose in PWCC. That is the 4th highest sale ever of any Olajuwon Ultra Stars Gold, only outclassed by PSA 10. So last night was the highest sale of a BGS 9.5 Ultra Stars Gold Olajuwon in the history of the hobby. So good news for the hobby right there. That's a check mark, a green check mark in favor of. Hobby's not so bad. The 3 prior sales were whopping PSA 10 sales. And as I mentioned, the BGS 9.5 is a pop 3. The PSA 10 is a pop 4. So moving on, we got a Kobe SP Authentic. This is the Profiles 3 serial number to 100. I've never seen this. Have y'all ever seen this? Look at the slab if you can zoom in here. And it says dash serial number apostrophe D 100. I've never seen them put that on any of these. I've looked at tons of Jordan Profiles 3s. I've never seen that in my entire life. That's an interesting dot cut Kobe right there. $3,000 for that Kobe. A Bronny James. I don't know why he's on a card called Sharpshooters, because he can't. Again, I'm not going to hate on this channel because it's not what it's about, but I want to caution anybody who's thinking that they should spend $3,120 on a Bronny James college jersey card. I don't care if it's serial numbered 0 out of 1 or 0 out of never again. It doesn't make any sense. There's going to be, I am not exaggerating, there will be more than 1,000 Bronny James 1 of 1 cards, right, when he comes out as a rookie. If he somehow sneaks his way into the NBA, which would be I don't even want to, I'm just done. I mean, I could talk about him the same way I could talk about buying the Sabrina Ionescu and the Caitlin Clark cards and all that stuff. We could talk about that all day long, but that's really not what this video is about. Let's talk about Tyrese Halliburton, who's a freaking baller. Another huge win last night over the Mavericks. Halliburton, I think, went 17 and 10. His scoring has ticked down, but team is starting to flourish. Siakam's fitting in okay. 3,120. This is his Flawless Excellence Gold Parallel, serial number to 10, PSA 10, Pop 1, 3120 for that one right there. The Jordan PSA 10 from 88 Fleer does 3120. A Giannis Spectra Rookie Blue, serial number to 99, BGS 9.5, Mixed Gem does 3240. And then how about this? A Raw Hot Shots. We got a gambler in the mix. We got a gambler in the audience out here. Somebody picked it up for 3240. Very likely this card's off the PSA or BGS at some point, and maybe they think they can turn a number on this card. Maybe they're keeping it in their collection. I'm not saying somebody's necessarily buy raw, grade, and flip. They may be buy raw, grade, and keep. I love doing that stuff. I love trying to do it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you've got a really good eye, and I didn't look at this card, I didn't look at the heat map, but anytime you see an NBA, little label up there at the top, that means there'll be a heat map on here. Let's just do it. Crap. Here we go. I wanted to get cranking. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I want to show you guys this. It's kind of cool on raw cards. First of all, you get an awesome video of the hot shots right there. And I'll be honest with you, this is a pretty damn clean looking hot shots. You got a little whitening on the tip of that flame. Really what you want to look at is the tips of the flame and then the little, the cut ends of the flame where they kind of, where the cut ends go. So the inner flame, outer flame, I don't know how you want to say it, but here's your heat map. And they've got it, up here where there's an issue maybe right there. I think it's a little further out than that. And then they say maybe on the left edge, there's some whitening as well. I don't know. You guys take a look at this card. Y'all dig in, click the button, go in. You can even click it again. Look, you can click again here. And you can zoom like crazy if you really want to dig in on this card. NBA seems to think this is the area up here where there's an issue. It looks to me like there's some surface problems right here. That's what I'm seeing. But you could see the white tip there, a little whitening here on this inset, whitening right here on this one. This is the kind of stuff you can do. You could literally be a collector who does only this. Buy raw, grade, use PWCC as your tool, as your vehicle. I think it's a dangerous game to be playing, but it's fun. It's fun to conjecture. It's fun to ask and think and, try to play that game and find margins and cards like that. That would be really fun. Cosmic Materials, Space Jam, LeBron with a teeny tiny patch window, 3360. That's a pop 1. That's actually a serial number to 10 card. Serial number 1 out of 10 for the math people. Fleer Brilliance. These things have caught fire. These things are really hot right now, and that's why a little Johnny Stockton serial number to 24 does in a BGS 8.5 does $3,360. The Star 9.5 Jordan subset card with superlative subgrades does $3,360, and then the oversized 5x7 1984 Star Court Kings number 26. Some people aver this is the first Jordan Star card, but it's not the XRC. OG, or what they would say is the true rookie card, because it came from an insert set more so than the Bulls team bag, right? That's about the extent of what I know about star cards. Big card right there. Jordan PSA 9 sticker does $3,720. The Crunch and Munch 9 does $3,720. And then the next card we're gonna look up is a Cajun Cardboard Special. I put the card off too long. And, over the last probably 6 months, I've put in bids. This is the 1988 Fleer number 120 All-Star card. So there's an 88 Fleer base that we just saw. There's an 88 Fleer sticker. There's an 88 Fleer All-Star number 120 card, which is, again, I've opened these damn packs. Miserable to think you're going to pull a PSA 10 out of packs. You are not going to. It doesn't happen. Or it can't. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it doesn't happen very often. I certainly would not expect it to happen. I picked it up for $3,840. That's, of course, with the BP, so that's out the door. And let's look at that graph. Here's a card that has sold 20 times over the last 6 months. It's not the rarest card in the world. It's Pop 382, and it is a minus 2.41%. I picked it up right here for $3,840. I was happy with that because that's much lower than the last two comps. Again, if you're trying to time the bottom, I didn't, right? The bottom, you can already see it, is 36.61 over the last 20. So trying to time the bottom is a fruitless endeavor. Just buy the card at the price that you think is real and fair. If we look at it over the last 2 years, the card was ticking, at or near $5,000, a little bit above $5,000. 5501 is a high. I think it started to come back and settle down. The deal with this card is look at the gem rate. That's your gem rate, 2.4%. Like I said, they printed the hell out of this card. Look, they've graded 15,883 just at PSA, but there's only 382 10s, which is kind of where I come in. So I'm happy to pick up a PSA 10 card that appears in the Michael Jordan hierarchy, and I don't think that pop rate, that pop count is going to go up that much moving forward. So that's my pickup. Let me know what you think about my only pickup from this weekly recap in the comments below. 98 Skybox looks pretty white to me. Looks like they got a white background. Congrats and good job to PWCC for taking that picture. 4,080 for this PSA 9 Jordan Duncan Go Nuts. A Kobe Letterman thingy, 4,200. Let's look up this Kobe EX2000 rookie card, BGS 9.5. It is a min gem. It does 4,320 last night, and this is something you don't hear very often. There's the card. It's a gorgeous card. I love this set. I pulled this set in a Digging for Gold episode from this cross-country collection. The whole set was in there, and I was lucky enough to get back a Jordan PSA 10 and two Jordan PSA 9s. The Kobe, for me, did not fare very well. There's a chance I've cracked and resubbed it, and it's still there. I don't know. I can't remember. But look at this result for the Kobe last night. 3,600 last sold, 3,800, 3,840. 43.20. That is a great noticeable market improvement from the last one. And guys, there's only 26 of those out there. That's a really good result for Kobe collectors out there, and really good to see for a player like LeBron, where we've been kind of waiting and looking for the floor. And Doncic, same thing. We're kind of looking for the floor. Giannis, same thing. We're looking for that bounce back, right? When do we hit that bounce back and start to move back up on prices? So there's a good result right there for a Kobe card. Two Steph autographs in a row, 44.40 and 45.60. There's just too many Steph patch autographs. I'm not going to talk about each one, and I'm rarely going to look them up because all of them are serial number to 25 or 50 or 80 or 100, but it adds up to 57 million thousand, and so I'm just not doing it. I will look up this card, the 96 Skybox Premium Rubies PSA 9, 4,560. Yeah, you heard me right. This is a Rubies, and I've got it pulled up. That's what the card looks like. How can you tell it's a Rubies and not just a regular base? Everything about it looks the same except for the red foil. So you'll see the red Skybox Premium foil stamp in the top left, and then you'll see the red foil Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls lettering down here at the bottom. That's how you can tell the difference. If you look at this chart, holy hell, this card really did some damage last night. This card jumped from 2,760 to 4560. This is somebody hierarchy chasing. That's what this is. And the reason they picked it up in a 9 is because there's only 6 10s and 6 9.5s. I'm lucky enough to own one of these 9.5s. I took the cheap way out, right? That PSA 10 is going to be a humongous number. But look at this guy, 15,800 to be precise. But 4,560, 1/3 discount, and then some to pick up the PSA 9, which is only a Pop 19. Guys, 128 of these have been graded ever by PSA and BGS. That leads me to believe maybe Again, this is totally conjecture. 200 to 300 print run. That's my estimate. Maybe more because some people might have just thrown them in the trash. Although people even back then weren't really throwing Skybox premium base cards of Jordan in the trash, but it does look like a base card. So there could be a hell of a lot of these sitting in, those long white boxes with a bunch of other base cards. Who knows? You never know. Anyway, moving along. Steph autograph 4680, Luka Doncic contenders, ball at waist, nuts in hand, tattoos on arm, forefinger, missing thumb, parallel. It's PSA 10, auto 10, Luka Doncic. I can never tell. There's contenders optic. There's 78 variations. There's Luka no pants on. It's like, what are we doing here? But this is, I think, just about as basic as it gets. 4,680 for that 1010. We've got a Jordan hand serial numbered. I'm not familiar with it because it's post 1999, but this is the Ultimate Collection buybacks. And so I think this is one of those deals where they buy the card back, right? That was actually pulled out of a pack. Then they autograph it, which you can barely see right there, and then the manufacturer hand serial numbers it, and then they release it back into the wild. So those cards have a cool little story, in my opinion. But 4,800 for this 1 out of 21 buyback Jordan. PSA 7 Jordan 86 Fleer 4920. LeBron James patch auto. This is serial numbered to only 25. This is a Pop 1 in it's authentic PSA. The pop matters none because it's a PSA authentic. So Pop 1, Pop 12. Don't pay attention to that if you see a card that's PSA authentic. What matters is how many of them are graded higher. That's what matters. How many of them have numerical grades, right, that are higher than that? Because that's kind of the gauge, right, when you've got a PSA authentic card or even a PSA 7. If you've got a PSA 7 and you're a guy out there saying this is only a Pop 1, but there's 175 PSA 8s, 9s, and 10s, you're an idiot and you're going to be called names and people are going to laugh at you. So don't go out there branding your card as a Pop 1 like it's the greatest thing because, if it's Pop 1, none higher, people care about that. But if it's Pop 1, 711 higher, you're going to look stupid. So just don't do that. Not that that's the case with this one. This is an awesome LeBron James card from 2005 SP Authentic card. 10 for the auto, which is most important. It does have a patch. It is serial number to 25, and it went for $5,040. So cool card there. Anthony Edwards Choice Prism Green, PSA 9. These Choice Prisms, serial number to 8. An extremely arbitrary 8. 5,160 for that bad boy. And then the card that I picked up, only this one's a little different. It's autographed by Michael Jeffrey Jordan. PSA 6 card, right? That's what most of the cards look like. Off-center, left, right, and off-center, top to bottom. And then maybe some whitening and chipping on the back. But the auto is a 7, and it's big. It's a huge-ass auto. 5,280 for that one. And here's a great example. So they say Pop 1, but what's important? How many graded higher, right? 4 graded higher. So there's your answer. That gives you a full picture. If you just said Pop 1, that's not the full picture. That's like one chapter in a novel. BGS 8.5 LeBron, or number 111 refractor, 5520. A Kobe auto does 5760. Let's look up this bird. Third year exquisite limited logos. Beautiful specimen here. A delicious morsel. Somebody the other day asked me if I knew what a morsel was. I was like, yes, but I've only heard it used with chocolate chips, chocolate chip morsels. I've never heard the word morsel used in ordinary conversation in my life, but it's a word that we should bring back. And usually you hear the word delicious before, delicious morsel or tasty morsel, but only when referring to little chocolate chip things. 5760 limited logos bird. Where are we? What is happening here? What am I talking about? Here we go. This is the bird right here. This is what the card looks like, right? And it's sold right here. I've got this sorted highest prices ever paid for this particular card, regardless of grade. So this is the 4th highest this card has ever sold for in any grade. And this exact same card that sold last night for $5,760, the exact same certification number and Beckett label sold for $6,275 from the PWCC Vault. What does that mean? Well, I know a lot of people don't know this because all of the cards are overpriced, and I've been on them about trying to figure out a way to kind of police this and monitor this, but there's a PWCC fixed price marketplace. I know a lot of people are like, well, what are you even talking about? Yes, you can go on PWCC right now, not in an auction, and you can buy cards, buy it now. If you do that, consider using the Cajun Cardboard, affiliate link. It applies to the fixed price marketplace as well. I will warn you, and again, I'm a PWCC affiliate partner. I get paid when people buy and sell on PWCC using my promo code and my affiliate link. But I'll be honest with you, I've said this for a very long time. You're needle in a haystack type shit, right? The cards on there, a lot of them were priced in 2021. So you may see a $700 card that's priced at $4,000. You may see a $20,000 card that's priced at $250,000. I am not exaggerating. If you've got time and you've got patience and you're searching for target cards, it's not a bad place to go look. The problem is you can't message anybody on there about their cards like you can on eBay and say, hey, you've got this priced at 4 times what it's worth. Would you consider selling it for comps? You can't do that. So it's tough. It's tough sledding. But I tell you what, sometimes I'll pick up cards that are in the hierarchy that I need for my collection doing that. Just use the promo code, use the affiliate link for the Cajun Cardboard channel if you're going to do it. So that's way too long on one bird card. 3-color LeBron patch auto serial number to 15, 4th year LeBron 5880 from Ultimate Collection. The Kobe Airs refractor that we see quite often. This PSA 9 centering, of course, the culprit, 6,300. 2 Jordan rookies. We got an 8 and an 8 right next to each other. They go for 63 and 63 respectively. One off center right to left, one off center left to right. Interesting. Kobe Bryant high voltage 500. So here's a big card now, right? If this is a Jordan card, you're talking about a 15, probably $1,000 card. Kobe, you can get away with 6,600. These are serial numbered to 500, but there is conjecture that there's just not that many of them out there. I love saying this. The 1968 Mira Tuto Sport Lou Alcindor Campionissimi PSA 7. It looks like a sticker. Somebody tell me if it is or isn't. It's definitely smaller than a normal card and off center left to right, but a PSA 7 pop 4, holy moly, does $7,500. And now we've got a Kobe Ultra Stars Gold. I'm going to show you this card in Card Ladder for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's an awesome card. And we've already talked about the Olajuwon Ultra Stars Gold, and we saw that Olajuwon 9.5 go for $3,000. I'm not going to get into Olajuwon versus Kobe, right, as a player, because it's going to cause people to send me death threats and all this other bullshit, right? Kobe's better, but the margin ain't as big as you think. But Kobe's leaps and bounds, magnitudes more collectible. We know all that stuff, right? Personality and style of play and, big stage and titles. And there's a lot more to it, right? Olajuwon's a really good player. We'll leave it at that. So what I'm getting at is, I'm not saying this Kobe is overpriced. I'm saying the Olajuwon Ultra Stars Gold 9.5 Pop 3, that might be a little underpriced at $3,000, okay? $8,400 for this Kobe. Not a good sale. Why is it not a good sale, Cajun? What's wrong? Is the Kobe market going down? No, it's not going down. So first of all, don't get confused by the chart. The 8,400 isn't showing up. So this 8,400 is not showing up in this chart. So it would be down here. It would be the lowest selling of the last 4 sales, right? You can see 9,600, 9,300, 11,700. The 8,400 would be somewhere down below that 9,600. It's $1,200 less. We saw some other Kobe cards running, including the 96 EX 2000. Why do you think maybe this card didn't run? Well, what's the difference between this card right there, that's a BGS 9, and this card right here, that's a BGS 9? Well, I've got an idea. Somebody wanted to save $25 or $30 and not put subgrades on a freaking 5-figure card, and it cost them $1,200. Don't grade with BGS and not get the subgrades. It's the only thing left that BGS has going for it. BGS has nothing else going for it anymore except the fact that they have subgrades and PSA doesn't. So if you're going to go to the trouble of grading with BGS and wait longer and probably get worse grades and probably give away value over PSA, get the freaking subgrades. It doesn't make any sense. And so I think not having subgrades has a lot to do with it. So shame on the seller, consigner, but kudos to the buyer, because honest to God, they can probably send this back to BGS and say, put subgrades on my freaking card, and magically your card's gonna be worth probably $1,000 more. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know in the comments if you think I am nuts, but I don't think there is ever a time or any reason ever to not get subgrades on your card. PSA 8.5 Jordan Fleer half grades. What do you think about them on 86 Fleers? 8,400. Let's look this card up, and not because I've never seen it. We see it literally in damn near every auction. It's the 2003 SPX patch autograph LeBron rookie card, serial number to 750 and a 9.5 Min Gem slab. $9,000 sale right there. Here's the card. The reason I'm showing it to you is because We have a LeBron card that actually went up in value. And that's pretty rare nowadays. We've got a LeBron card that did really, really well. That is very rare. Look at the last two sales, 79.30 and 81.66. This one jumped all the way to 9,000. So fantastic. When is the last time you saw me show a LeBron James chart that was a green number over here, up 13.49% with a 6-card sample size? That is crazy. We don't see it. So maybe a glimmer of hope for you LeBron collectors out there. Although if you're a true LeBron collector, you might not want to see them go up. Maybe you want to see them stay in the red so you can keep building your collection. There's two stories to every card and every sale. Kobe Exquisite Collections patch autograph, really cool patch, 9,300. Jordan autograph, star card from 1985, Rookie of the Year, his white Rookie of the Year card, autograph, authentic auto, 9,600. That's a big number. BGS 9 Jordan with a PWCC sticker probably outpaces the market if I had to guess, because the PWCC sticker, it always helps. 10.5. Let's look up the Nike promo. Another card that will appear in the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy project. This big giant index, postcard size card in a PSA 10 slab, sold for $12,000 last night. It's a pop 172 and the gem rate's low. Yeah, that's pretty low, 4%. Is it rare? Nope. It's been graded almost 6,000 times or 5,400 times, something like that, between PSA and BGS. But only 172 PSA 10s. So that makes it about half as common as the PSA 10 86 Fleer. So 172 pop, does $12,000 last night, right? That's a, what does that sale look like? Way down, but it's way down because this one was a PWCC Eye Appeal sticker. So let's do some adjusting. I wish there was a little eraser where we could kind of click on this dot, take it off, and then you could see what the graph would look like. Or maybe there was just a filter where you could drop down and say, take off all the PWCC Eye Appeal yellow dots, because they tend to mislead. If you look at this graph, right, and this one notwithstanding, because that one sold for 11 with a PWCC sticker, so really congrats to whoever bought that one. But like, if you could take that out and take that out, the graph would look a lot more steady, right? It'd give you a lot more sense of comfort. So as a seller, you may be panicking saying, oh, I own one of these and it looks like the price went way down. Well, yeah, kind of it did a lot, 33% or 25% or whatever. But look where it was coming from. It was coming from an exceptional copy. If we compare it to the other ones, it's not bad, right? It's the second highest out of the last 6 sales. So that's good news right there. But that's what's going on with that 1985 Nike promo. We've seen damn near every grade of 86 Fleer. Just to remind you, that's not a rare card. So we saw 6s and 6.5s and 8s and 8.5s and 9 BGS, and now we're seeing a 9 PSA, 15,600. I think that card's been about a steady that number for a really long time. What about the Star 6.5, right? We've talked about the Star, PSA, BGS, and all that, and where it's going, and waiting for all the pop reports to settle down. This card, it does very well last night. So 14.5 last sale, 3 days after Christmas. This one jumps all the way up to 16.20, so 1.7 jump. That's good, but it's down from the 2 before that. Again, there's only 8 of them, and all 8 are going to be different. And so maybe this is a much better copy than the 14.5. Maybe it's a worse copy, but the prices are going up. I don't know. Y'all are going to have to look at that yourself. But the pop report is just kind of matriculating and adjusting. I think, again, there has not been a 10 graded yet. We know there's been 3 9s graded, and somebody paid a whopping amount for that first one. And I said, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, because that pop is going to triple. In 5 years, it'll be PSA 10. It just will. I don't care what anybody says. That's going to be, PSA 10. That PSA 9 pop that's 3 right here today, that's going to be 10 in 5 years. I really believe that. I don't care what anybody says. That's just my opinion. But the card does all right last night. And that's card number 3 on our list. Guys, we're on the top row already. I talked fast, and I only did 48, so my apologies. I didn't look this up, but look, first team All-NBA last year, definitely, first, named to the All-Star team by the vote, right? So starter in the All-Star game next to Doncic. And now this is his 2018 National Treasures horizontal logo man, serial number 5, not to 1, but still 8.5, pop 1 higher graded, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA the Great. Alexander the Great. Why has nobody called him that? That's a great nickname. I guess it's easy to say SGA, but Alexander the Great would be a really good nickname because he's great. He's good. Like, I didn't see this coming out of Kentucky. I saw Rondo type shit. I didn't know he was going to be able to shoot the ball so proficiently. specifically creating space and destroying kids in the mid-range. I did not think we were going to see this advanced of a mid-range game from SGA this early into his career. He's tracking to be a really good player for a really long time. He checks a lot of boxes. And in case you haven't noticed, the Oklahoma City Thunder are a problem. They are going to be very relevant in this year's playoffs earlier than anybody expected. A lot of it has to do with Chet Holmgren. A lot of it has to do with Cason Wallace. A lot of it has to do with, Jalen Williams, the good Jalen Williams, the wing Jalen Williams development early. But all of it really, hinges on, Lou Dort. No, I'm just kidding. On SGA being just an absolute damn animal and one of the probably 6-7 best players in the NBA. He's probably number 2 in MVP voting right now, if I had to guess, pushing Jokic, not pushing him statistically, my analytic measures, but narrative measures. SGA is definitely in the conversation. And then the number 1 card, and that card goes for $20,000, by the way. So nice used Honda Accord right there for your teenage driver that they're going to crash anyway. And then 2018 Prism Gold Doncic. I mean, we're talking about rare air. If I'm not mistaken, I think this card was flashed into the auction, which confuses me because a card this size, I don't know. It seems like you could just wait another week, but maybe somebody had liquidity issues or maybe somebody was just panicked. I don't know. I have said this. I recognize that PWCC provides this flash opportunity, and I was talking to one of my guys at PWCC about this. He's like, you should flash some cards in. I'm like, I will never flash a card in. Ever. The only reason I would flash a card in is if something astronomically amazing happened in the career of one of my active players where, or maybe one of my players, God forbid, passed away and it was the right time to sell a card immediately. Maybe I would do it. But why give away days? It's a 10-day auction. Why flash it in and only get 6 days of eyeballs? It doesn't make any sense. So I would never flash a card. That's just me. Did it have something to do with this result? I don't know. Let's see what happened. It's a Pop 3 6 graded higher. Okay, so $168,000 sale. There's the card. I know it doesn't look the same, but that's the card. Pop 3. We talked about that. I bet you there's been more than 10 graded. Keep in mind it's serial number to 10. Wheel spinning. Wheel spinning. Wheel spinning. Wheel spinning. Hello. What are we doing? Can we get an answer? Can we not get an answer? Okay. You can't get an answer? Card ladder. This is not Cajun internet. This is card ladder. Okay. Down 62% from the last sale. That's not real fair. The last sale was a $450,000 private sale of a BGS 9. This is a $168,000 private sale, so not quite a 3-for-1 discount. I'm going to hit that and see if that ever comes up. Here's what I want to look at. I've just got all grades up here. Okay, so 2018 Prism Gold Doncic, serial number to 10. Ever. All grades ever, right? This is the card here. We can even put 280 in there, but all those are here. Let's just do this just to be safe. 280. There we go. Sorted by price, keep in mind, okay? So you're going to see a $780,000 sale in Crazy Year, Crazy Town, right? February of 2021. Same thing. Those were Pop 10s. I mean, PSA 10s, right? Same thing in 2021. 780, 645. Money didn't matter. Everybody was making a fortune on crypto and really anything. You could sell anything for 100 times what you bought it for in 2021. The world was easy. The game was easy. The hobby was easy. All of that. Then there was this private sale for $450 of a BGS 9. And let's see if it's the same one. I should have looked at this. Dumb. 172. And then this is ours last night. 142. So different cards, unless I just misread that. Did I misread that? Let's look again. Let's make sure. No, that's 172. Different cards. So from 450 to 168 in about a 2-year period. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a good sale or bad sale for Doncic? Is this more or less than what you expected? It won this week's weekly auction number 110 by a magnitude of 8 times the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander patch, serial number to 5. And I'm just curious to get your comments below. What did you guys think this card would sell for, right? I'm not in this game, right? I've paid this amount of money for a card and then some, but not one of an active player who can get hit by a train or, fall off a hang glider or base jumping or bungee cord jumping or something like that, right? There's only one player in the history of the world that I would consider paying this much money for a card for, and it's not Luka Doncic, no offense, because I think he's transcendent. But what did you guys think this thing was going to, sell for last night? Did you think it was going to hit the 450 that it sold for last time? I don't think many of us did. Is 168 really, really low? Is it? I don't know. That's a great question. So let me know in the comments what you think. Again, let's recap our top 10. Doncic, SGA, Jordan. Well, that's weird. Jordan. That's normal. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. That's normal. And then number 10, we're back to Jordan, and then Kobe, and then another top 3 player all time in some order, the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this PWCC weekly recap. You're going to get this on a Monday. You're going to get it in the morning. You're going to get it before your day gets started, probably around 9:15, 9:30. I try to get these out every single Monday. If this is your first time catching one of these episodes, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. So you're going to get that bell ding, and you're going to see it on the cover of your phone, on your phone pop up pretty much every morning, 52 Monday mornings a year, unless, God forbid, something happens to me. Maybe I get too much sun watching Jordan play soccer, and maybe I just can't get in because I'm so sunburned and change colors so quickly, I can't acclimate and get the words out of my mouth. But every Monday, you're going to get this. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on all of these recap videos. It helps me with YouTube, even though I think the like button is stupid. I think many people watch videos and they like them very much, but they don't hit the like button because that's just not what they do. So I think they need to get rid of the like button, in my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments about the like button and why it matters at all for YouTube, but I guess it does. Anyway, as always, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. You could watch anything you want. I put out 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes videos a week. I try to be the most consistent content creator in all of the hobby. If you want to support that, if you want me to keep doing this and you appreciate the work that I'm putting in, consider using the promo code Cajun when you sell your cards on PWCC, CAJUN. You can't miss it. There's a promo code field to just put that in anytime you ship cards to store in your vault or to sell in your vault, or to sell in the weeklies or the premieres. And then if you're buying on PWCC, if you want to get in the mix and you want to be in one of these top 50, top 100, PWCC weekly recaps like I was this week, I'm really excited about picking up that Fleer All-Star number 120. Use the affiliate link that's located in my YouTube description. You can't click the link because YouTube shut that crap down, which is dumb. So you're going to have to actually copy it, paste it into your browser, and then just hit enter, and boom, go bid, and bid until your heart's content. A little fractional portion of everything that you buy, once you go in, only if you go in through that Cajun Cardboard affiliate link, a little portion of that comes back to support the channel and help me fix this really crappy audio and visual quality that I have that I still haven't got around to. But anyway, again, thank you guys for watching weekly auction number 110 recap. I hope you have an awesome week in the hobby. I'm going to. I've got so many exciting things going on this week. Lots of kids soccer games and lots of awesome content coming. Some great ideas that I've jotted down on paper that I think you guys are really going to like as well. So keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.